Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to the Herbie Jr. show. This is a great big series of all kinds of letters to good old me from scammers. So the first scammer that I've been dealing with was named Madam Secretary, Pamela Bill. So I sent an email. Hi, my name is Herbie Jr. Hey, my dad paid $25,000 to a Mr. Bob Jenkum with the IMF already. You don't want to know what Jenkum is, but you probably already do. So I said, he only has $10,000 left. We skipped paying rent. Please help us get our money. Thank you, Herbie Jr. 4842 Scambaiting. So as soon as I sent out an answer, they responded, and then I had my dad tag in Herbie Sr. He said,
Hey, you know that the IMF only deals with countries, not individuals, don't you?
Hello, I will be waiting to hear from you regarding the payment, okay? It's from IMF department, because that is where your funds were discovered in your name.
The IMF only funds countries. I heard that was a bunch of scammer bullshit where they offer you a fake debit card.
And you have to do whatever you have to do as soon as possible to make the payment. Yes, they are responsible for International Clearance Fund.
Hi there, this is Simplecks Sr. Herbie has a major concussion from our town's annual apple race. I've never been prouder of the little SOB, and he should be sipping fluids and speaking semi-coherently. In 2 days, he'll be in touch. Thanks.
It's okay. Who is receiving these funds? $3.8 million.
So my dad sent the Irrational Monetary Fund logo.
I think you're in this IMF, it sounds like.
Because once the payment of $1,500 is made, I will register the ATM card and your funds clearance certificate with the delivery company immediately for home delivery.
Because this is what they always do, is they always tell you they have a magic ATM card, and I tricked them finally into sending me a Herbie Jr. debit card, which was pretty amazing.
Herbie's in a fucking body cast, so forgive me if he doesn't empty out his 12-year-old's wallet immediately. He will get back to you when he's medically cleared. But I'll tell Herbie you called.
Okay, sounds good. Because I will be needing your home address here. Can I register your ATM card with your clearance certificate with the address on your driver license?
Does it look like Herbie Jr. wants to talk to anyone right now?
Oh, not really.
10 genius points for you. Talk in 48 hours.
So the scammer kept on talking and tried to get some money out of my dad. Good luck with that.
I'm really worried about him. So when do you think he will be medically cleared? I wish someone can make the payment on his behalf so that he will receive his compensation funds this week.
And I wish he had a fucking thumb to text you with. 48 hours, I said. Leave us the fuck alone until then. Thank you.
Hello, dear. Good morning to you. Thank you for your urgent, and I will be
That was the letter V.
waiting to hear from you regarding the payment of the $1,500 by tomorrow. Did you receive the email I sent to you on email?
Herbie had his teeth knocked out and his left leg bends pretty weirdly. I'll have him talk to you the moment he's medically cleared. By the way, why is this from the IMF? You know that they are a fund for countries, not individuals, don't you? Leave us the fuck alone until then. Thank you.
Hello, this is Nurse Jenna at St. I Am Felis.
So it was kind of code speak for Yam Lover.
Herbert Jr. isn't doing well. He got up with his phone in his hands and crashed into a wall screaming about paying the bill. I see your name's Pamela Bill from the IMF. Is there an official IMF email address or website page Herbert Jr. could send email to?
We always like to try to make them sweat it out and see how illegitimate they really know we think they are.
Due to recent issues with patient compromises, We're only allowed to refer sedated or otherwise affected patients to official contact channels. Thank you very much for understanding and asking about poor Herbie, as we call him. He should be awake soon, too.
So they laid off for, 5 minutes, and then they sent an email.
Hello, Herbies. How are you doing today? I'm in receipt of your email and it's well noted. Thank enable me proceed immediately. Kindly confirm your full information. Yours sincerely, Pamela Bill.
Yes, thank you, Miss Bill. We need those millions of dollars, please. Let us know the remaining balance we owe you, letter O, and where and how to send it. Our poopy dog is starving, so we need food for him soon. His name is My dad named him when he was totally drunk. He is a lawyer and says BBB, billing buys booze. Thanks for answering so fast. You are a true professional. We can send that money today if you are able to take payment. We love Western Union and MoneyGram. HS Jr. P.S. Here's our address.
Hello, dear. Thank you for your email to enable me proceed with this transaction. Due to the IMF department, you are required to send $1,500 for your funds clearance certificate, and everything will be finalized within 24 hours.
There's no space between those words.
After making the payment, let us know if you can make the payment via PayPal or gift cards so that by Monday afternoon you will receive your funds without any delays. Yours sincerely, Pamela Bill.
Hi, yes, we will send by PayPal immediately. Where to? Thanks, Herbie.
Hello, dear. How are you doing today? I'm still waiting to hear from you regarding the payment of the $1,500 today. I have sent you the PayPal email ID to send the payment and send the payment receipt of the $1,500 today. Your funds has been deposited into an ATM card to be home delivery to your home address immediately you made the payment. Yours sincerely, yet somewhat testily, Pamela Bill.
So this was the funniest credit card they made because it looked so legitimate, and then they sent me a funny little trophy thing that said International Monetary Fund, Foreign Operations Department, IMF Satisfactory Payment Clearance Certificate. Ooh, and they stamped cleared on it again. This is to certify that Herbie Simplecks Jr. of 13631 Red Booger Streams, You Smell Foo, New York, USA. This certificate is issued in accordance with the International Monetary Fund Policy Section 56 of 221 of 2004. We therefore authorized that the above-named person is entitled to receive his/her fund of $3.8 million. This office has officially cross-checked and discovered that all obligation, singular, will be cleared and legalized for international remittance protocols. We hereby instruct that the owner of this funds will be charged for $1,500 United States dollars for the fund clearance certificate. Dated this 1/18/2021 from Kristalina Georgieva, and then they signed it clearly Sam Mari, Managing Director, IMF. Ooh, they used the court seal code, and then they sealed it again, and then they used a barcode from March 17. So it's legitimate. So they sent that to me, and then they tried to call later and said,
Hello, dear beneficiary. This is Mrs. Pamela Bill, the Financial Secretary from the United Nations Organization. I'm contacting you here regarding your funds and your required fee of $1,500 to be paid for your funds IMF clearance certificate.
So finally I answered from my cast. I said, "Yo, bro, I can't type in this thing. My fingers are too big. I'm never running again. Apple race again." Down, apple sign, no sign.
Hello, how are you doing, dear? I hope you are getting better and better than yesterday. I have been praying for you all through and wishing you quick recovery from bed, prayer symbol. Yes, he can contact me on my email address, which we normally communicate before the accident occurred.
Nurse Fredna here. Please confirm Pauline Bill blah 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 at IMF.org. Herbie has some minor bleeding on his brain from racing across the apple course, and we just put him under some sedation just to be sure. He said Pauline Bill 21, but you're with the IMF official organization? Please know we're running a busy hospital and cannot reply to all texts. Young Mr. Simplecks Jr.'s condition is considered fair at this point, and it may take an additional 24 to 72 hours to reach his usual levels of communication, such as they were. Now, if you'll please excuse me while I complete my remaining 137 bedpan changes, my wee ones are awaiting me. Thank you.
Okay, dear Nas. Hello, how are you doing today? How Simplecks Jr. is doing today? I wished him quick recovery, prayer symbol.
So then I sent my driver's license again, and they got a voicemail, and then it says, text me. And then I responded back, I will. Cartoons are on right now, but the good ones end in 3 hours.
Call me, so I will tell you what to do.
It's okay, I can read on a 7th grade level. Cartoons are life. We wound up just completely making them think that Herbie was all bedangled and dinged up and crazy-ish. So after a while, I really started messing with Pamela Bill by phone. She kind of didn't like that, but anyway, here's what happened.
Missed call. Hello, Junior Herbert Simplecks. How are you doing? And I hope you are getting better. Please talk to me regarding what is going on about the payment, so I can proceed with your funds delivery. Missed call.
Good evening, this is Nurse Fredna. Young Mr. Simplecks is being awakened from his medically induced coma later today. He said, I want to pay Miss Bill early yesterday and then went back to sleep. His father will be at his bedside around 9:30 a.m. after his meeting. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. I will be waiting to hear from him regarding the payment of the $1,500. You can use PayPal or Cash App to make the payment, okay? Missed call.
Okay, hi. I'm hiding in the supply closet with my phone, so I can't talk long, but I hope you are doing okay. What PayPal can I use, please, and thank you?
Here is the PayPal account to make the payment of the $1,500. Finally, and once you make the payment, kindly send the payment receipt of the PayPal, okay? Here is the PayPal below down. PayPal.me/blah blah blah. Yours sincerely, Miss Bill. PayPal.me/blah blah blah.
Okay, my dad said we need to send to an actual IMF.org email. I hope that's okay?
Please, I will be honestly waiting for the payment receipt of the $1,500 so that I can proceed immediately.
He said he's called there, and the only Pamela Bill there works in the cafeteria, but she had discipline issues for taking yams from work, and also she made Chinese food wrong.
What are you talking about?
I guess it all came out like Mugu Gai Pain instead of Mugu Gai Pan. That's what my dad told me. I don't know what he means. I'm just 12 and I can't speak Chinese food.
Are you making the payment and sending the payment receipt or not? I don't have time for all these jokes, okay?
Hey, I'm in a supply closet bent over in a cast, Mrs. Ma'am Lady, and the fumes are making me want to throw up. The nurses are looking for me. I thought you were a nice person.
I have been waiting and waiting all this while you have been in the hospital just to make sure everything went all right.
My dad is suspicious, but I'm not, okay? I want to help you do your job too.
Nothing to be suspicious about in this transaction, okay?
He's just mad because my mom died and he cries in his beer all day and then yells at his workmen and calls them terrible names.
Kindly convince your dad and make the payment. Once I got the payment receipt of the $1,500, I will transfer your funds to you, okay?
Okay, that sounds very nice of you.
When should I be expecting the payment receipt today? There is no more time to delay about, okay?
My dad will have to do it. He says I'm a minor, but I'll tell him, okay? No more time about delays about, I promise.
Am I a minor because I like Minecraft?
Okay, dear.
Why do adults always talk about losing time? My dad says if you stop watching cable TV, you have all the time in the world to do things.
Yes, because he is old school time. You don't have to blame him for his reaction to the environment, okay?
Okay, yes, he is a workaholic and works 80 hours a week.
Sounds good.
He hates the environment. He says the best environment is a parking lot. The nurse is here, help.
Oh, really? Are you guys still in the hospital? I mean, you and your dad?
This is Nurse Violet S. from St. Yamphilus. Herbie escaped from his bed well after his bedtime. Please let him get his rest. I'm sedating him with some ketamine. He will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the briefing.
This is Herbie Sr checking in on Junior. Just give us an IMF.org email. And we'll have the quote, Mooney, as he likes to call it, on the way to you today. 3,000 for the delays. Thanks.
Hello, how are you doing today? Glad to hear from you today. What IMF.org are you demanding for?
And this is just a little side note. You can make a scammer flip his beans when you try to tell him that his Gmail or his AOL or his Yahoo account isn't legit and doesn't actually match a real website, because email is supposed to come from that website's domain name anyway. So, yeah, there's a little Herbie scam avoiding tip right there.
What IMF.org are you demanding for?
Thank you for contacting HS2 Industries. This is Monica Maba, Mr. Simplex's secretary. Mr. Simplecks is in a board meeting. How may I assist you?
Hello, dear.
Yes, Mr. Simplecks stated he will be able to send his funds if he could please have your International Money Fund credentials and an email confirming said credentials instead of your free Gmail address.
This is Mr. Pamela Bill.
Another big thing about scammers is they don't even know how to match up genders and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they call themselves Mr. Pamela, for example. Go ahead, Pamela.
This is Mr. Pamela Bill. You have to let Simplecks to go and send the 1,500 using the PayPal I sent him.
We have only been able to confirm a Pamela Bill who works in the late shift IMF kitchen in Nigeria. What is the email associated with the PayPal account, please?
What are you talking about? Here is the PayPal account to make the payment of the $1,500. And once you make the payment, kindly send the payment receipt of the PayPal, okay? Here is the PayPal below down. PayPal.me/. Yours sincerely, Miss Bill.
The IMF was called for a personnel check, and per their records, they only have kitchen staff with disciplinary issues by the name of Pamela Bill. No directors, no assistant directors, not even a sous chef.
I thought you making the payment today.
We do not hand out money funds to Gmail accounts. Please send us official IMF documents from an IMF.org email. Mr. Simplex is very busy, as am I. Thank you.
I sent that to you on email.
Anyone with Microsoft Paint can make one. If you do not have an official IMF.org email, you might well be a scammer like one that stole $9,000 from Mr. Simplex. Good day. We have clients.
Good day, nurse. Missed call. Hello, dear. How are you doing today? This is Miss Bill. Can I know what is delaying the payment of the $1,500?
Herbie Sr. here. Reply to me from an official IMF.org email like I asked. I don't send money out to a cloaked PayPal address, and I asked the IMF if you work there. There was only an IMF cafeteria cook named Pamela Bill who got caught cooking with too much sausage, if you know what I mean.
How are you doing today? I don't work with IMF, but I'm secretary from the UN, okay?
Well, pick an international organization and stick with it. Send me your official UN email and we'll do business. Unless you work for somewhere else instead.
I really don't understand you, dear. United Nations has no particular email address, okay?
They kinda do. And I think the fact you can't come up with one speaks volumes of you, Miss Bill.
Then goodbye. I have other things to do.
Then you were never with the IMF or the UN. Yeah, like scam some other people and peel some yams in a cafeteria somewhere. And, by the way, it's hilarious you didn't realize the similarity between Herbie Simplex Jr. and Herbies Simplex 2. Look for yourself on YouTube soon. Excuse me, I found this phone on the ground. Are you friends with the owner?
Hello, good morning to you. How are you doing today? And how is the weather treating you? Yes, I'm friend with phone owners.
Hello, not bad. Sorry, this phone was all cracked up. Just fixed the screen. I saw HS Jr. on the back with a sticker of a kid with a real ugly sweater. I have no idea who he could be. A Google image search turned up nothing. Hope the snow's not bothering you where you are.
And then at that point, they sent a picture of a fat man laughing, and it said IMF, but instead it said incestuous, moronic. Oh, I just said a bad word. Oh no, somebody beat me. Oh, I guess it's too late to beep the word. So anyway, Pamela Bill did not respond after getting browbeaten so many times. It was hilarious. Thank you, Pamela Bill, for all the entertainment. And whatever organization you're with, we wish you the very, very best of luck. And that concludes the first episode of The Herbie Show. We hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to, please send some money to The Herbie Show on Venmo, as any tips are very much appreciated and will help me get yet another turtle. Thank you.